said Underlord is broken right now or a meta. It was literally about this hero in particular.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what happens.
All right. The panel don't understand this because...
They don't get it.
Okay. Yeah, they just don't get it. They all said Underlord is terrible here.
They just don't get it. What can you do?
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see if Wildcard can step it up from the last game, because that was a very one-sided affair. I'm a little bit worried for them predominantly because of the morph pick into Drow. This is considered one of Drow's best matchups carry to carry. However, the Timber against Ember, we actually saw that earlier. I want to say it was today in China. It was played by Nothing to Say. He played the Timber Saw mid and did a really good job against Ember and snowballed out of the lane, and they kept just pressuring the map, taking towers, and they won really quickly against Aster. The thing is, the supporting cast around Timber was very different by nature in that game. They had a lone druid safe lane carry, so they were taking towers fast and just rolling over the map. I do believe that was the same game. It was two relatively quick ones, but... all right, Sam is going to be playing the Clockwork this time. Coupling up with MSS. Decent damage. Speed will be okay, though. Underlord's very tanky level 1. But they put a dent in him.
Certainly did. It's going to be just fine to walk his way out. Obviously, the Ring of Health rush here for speed, which is pretty standard, I'd say, for this Underlord right now. Mid lane is where we'll start. At Xantic on that mid Timber like you talked about against Red 2's Ember. We know this man really enjoys playing this Ember. It's basically Pango Ember SF that we usually see this man on.
Yeah.
What do you think about the matchup though?
Yeah, I'm curious because at Xantic plays a good Timber. We'll see who's the formidable laner. From my perspective, I learned something new today. I thought this lane was kind of a draw, but it turned out Timber could win this lane by a meaningful margin. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say it's a Timber favorite matchup, and we'll see if Red 2 is up to the task here. So far, so good. I guess as a little asterisk, he's probably the one playing on the better ping. We haven't really talked about that, but at Xantic being that stand-in will have a ping disadvantage. Not that you can use that as a crutch for every argument, but it matters.
It certainly does. I saw that bot lane. Sammy was doing a very good job of just kind of forcing speed out of the lane, and Yuazi even just making sure Speed cannot do what he wants in this bottom lane, as they are kind of going to go at it. Speed not able to actually have a creep wave right now, relying on moves to pull the waves for him.
Just making a double.
He does go for the double kind of pull on the wave.
It's like Team Rocket, right?
Yes, it is, Syndrome.
How is it the saying goes in Pokemon?
Oh, now you're really taking me back.
Something trouble and let's make it double.
Correct.
But I
prepare for trouble.
Prepare for trouble. There it is.
Moose.
All right.
He was not prepared for trouble. He's in trouble now, and he's going to go down. You are able to take him out. Tips out from Sammy immediately. This time to Yuar, though. And Speed, he at least gets 3 creeps his way, and the equilibrium should be set his way eventually, but it's a very rough start for the map.
Yeah, this is a great turn of events for Wildcard compared to the previous game. This time around, this is definitely a lane that they're winning currently. Building a pretty meaningful advantage to start out. And Underlord as a hero doesn't really thrive when he falls behind by a good amount against this kind of lane. Morphling has the luxury against this hero of having mixed damage types. It's really good to have magic damage against Underlord. Obviously, he covers some of your physical parts, but if he doesn't have the Ring of Health, they can actually spam him out of lane with the Morph just using Adaptive Strike non-stop. So that bit of an advantage early on will be good. Of course, the trade-off is that the top lane should just be, I mean, it's Undying Drow against off-lane Pango. Good luck, you know?
Yeah.
There is no way in hell Lil Nick will ever win this lane. He's going to do his damnedest, but this is, I will be surprised if he has half of Drow's CS minute 10.
Yeah, I mean, Undying Drow, just such a potent duo. Mid lane, a bit of aggression, nothing to write home about. I'll tell you what, Cinder, and I was very shocked, right? Because Undying, his win rate just continues to go up. Like, no matter what they do to the thing, he just keeps winning.
Yeah. It's, sometimes, even though the hero got nerfed a little bit, sometimes it's about, well, if other heroes get nerfed more, or the heroes that do get nerfed are his counters, or if the meta develops in such a way that even though he is nerfed, he's still the best at what he does, the hero can still be incredible. And he is the lane boss together with Ench, I would say, in this patch. Enchantress is also being rated exceptionally highly, especially in the China region. It's being a first pick there. Okay. And Europe has caught on a little bit. We saw Gaming Gladiators run it on Celery with great success. But yeah, Undying is definitely still one of the ones. Tombstone being dropped here by Giant. Should be okay on the side of Wildcard, but they are being zoned out. It should be more free farm for DNM. He's now 16 for 6 against Pango 7-0, so already being doubled up.
Trying to get the denial from the Tombstone here top lane. He's going to be able to get it here. Very, very nice.
Looked like some miscommunication there between MSS and Lil Nick. That's a very easy Tombstone to get. Lil Nick just needs to run over and hit it at the same time as MSS, and they get that bounty for it. And that's actually a meaningful amount of gold. It's the same as 2.5 CS that the Pango could have got there if they would have killed it together.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, after game 1, they may have muted each other, you know? Lil Nick is back on the pause 3, so you never know. Bottom lane, Sammy. Going to be just fine. Cogs is his way out of that one.
Decent trade again, though, for Wildcard here in this bot lane. Moves is out of mana. He has 1 mango. He's going to use that now, but can't really do a meaningful spell combo here against Yawar, who also has waveform at the ready. Samson's going to go in and put some pressure. He is level 3 on the Clockwork. This is a major breaking point for this hero. More than doubles the damage of Battery Assault. Goes from 20 to 45. And you see countless times that whenever Clockwork hits level 3, stuff just tends to happen.
Certainly does.
I missed the shards here, though, so not too much going the other way, but Sam is now out of mana. He has to send out mangoes, and the courier is pretty damn slow right now, so we'll be a little while before he can make his next aggressive move. He could Battery Assault, but he won't have mana for cogs, so Speed could probably walk it off.
Certainly. Does have the Ring of Health as well, so he can just kind of sit back for a bit, reset. As Sammy now going to be the one in danger down at bot lane. Go after him. He does get the cogs off, so it looks like he is going to be just fine. You are also intervening on the Morphling, but can't really do too much. In fact, he's trapped up at the moment. Does have waveform,
yeah. Surprised he chose to take that many hits before he waveformed. I mean, yeah, sure, you're Morph and you can attribute shift, but there's some unnecessary damage there. And worth keeping in mind, Yawar is not going Lincolns first. He went Treads, and this means that he's actually susceptible in this lane a little bit to potentially getting killed. If Underlord harasses him down far enough, it's going to take him a little bit of time to get that health back. And with a Tusk Snowball being clutched, they could kill him from Fog in the Firestorm.
Mid lane, Red. Going to be targeted here. MSS with a haste rune going to be able to keep up and get the glimpse back here onto the Ember. Red unable to juke out the glimpse as he should go down, and he will. So Wildcard doing a pretty damn good job of shutting down the Ember just a little bit.
Yep.
And in terms of CS, Xantic's been having a very good time.
Yeah, this is a great rotation. You're taking advantage of Timber hitting the 6 before Ember. You really want to get that kill, and he just barely got the 6 after, or as he was dying on the Ember, so wasn't able to jump away. They get the glimpse and take him out. So yeah, nicely done there by Wildcard, enabling effectively 2 cores now. Both Timber and Morph are having pretty good starts. My biggest question mark is how are they going to bring Lil Nick into the game? That is still the one that's tough. But if Timber saw his snowballing, he could maybe put so much pressure that that'll enable Lil Nick over time. MSS has rotated bottom. Speed
in trouble.
Is going to die as well.
He certainly will. He's gone. Wildcard already doing a much better job here in game 1, I'll tell you. Looks like much more of a team than we saw the first game around, and
maybe all it took was for MSS to play support. It seems to be making a difference here.
Top lane.
Samson's trying to kill the Tombstone. He will eventually get it here, but he has taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like they want the kill, though. You say that, I mean, there is a TP coming in. Xantic wants to save the day. High fives up from Lil Nick. They know they've got the kill, and DNM does go down. Giant trying to run. Sammy hands over the tip. And poor old Giant probably going to go with his Drow, as they should. Red, I mean, you saw the rotation from the Ember, but he's way too late to the party.
Yeah, ends up just copping half his health and damage for no reason, so even an added benefit. And would you look at that Wildcard with a gold lead now? 5 kills, 8 minutes in. Yawar is still doing okay in the bottom lane, and yeah, they've been moving around pretty well with their support duo. I like that they're moving together when it makes sense on the Disruptor and Clock, and not just one of them at a time, to make sure that these plays are successful. And they're going to try to go for DNM now by the looks of it. MSS has TP top with a level 2 glimpse. Can't quite reach, though. And this is probably just not going to turn into anything until the Clockwork arrives. Trying to force it a little bit here with Lil Nick. TP rotation, though. Tusk is coming in.
Oh, Moose. Gets a snowball. Lil Nick going a little bit too far. Glimpses out, but it's already too late.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was just not a pretty go to begin with. The the Penga going into tower. I'm not really sure what they were trying to accomplish with that. That play didn't exist with the two heroes they had regardless. They couldn't have killed him.
They're still trying.
They might get it here with this glimpse.
Sammy.
He has Gust, but misses it entirely.
Whoopsie daisies. DNM not going to be too happy about that. And I mean, they do eventually get it at the very least. So yeah, a bit of a mess up, but you know, you got the kill you came for.
Yeah, Drow found almost level 7. I guess she could like start transitioning into jungle if she wants to not be in this top lane, which seems to be a very strong focal point right now for Wildcard. But at the same time, they also maybe want to look mid with their Timber. This tower mid is pretty low. We're approaching the 10-minute mark for the catapult wave. And I think Wildcard would be wise to bring heroes to this 10-minute timing and get that tower together. We have a little bit of a situation similar to previous games. Samson here actually going to find Moose. There's a tombstone though.
There is a tombstone. Snowball's going to buy time. Red's going to rotate over and MSS is going to be the target though. Moose is gone. Here comes DNM though. They found MSS. They might have Sammy. Lil Nick going to go for the Rolling Thunder as Sammy's still going. Does get a very nice cogs off. Oh, and they're trapped up. Nevertheless, they get pushed back out. Speed's here with the Fiend's Gate, but DNM is down and Speed needs to get the hell out of there. Giant's gone as well. Wildcard, they'll keep going.
Oh, Yawar turns into red 2 there. Gets a slight chains, but it's only level 1 chains. Obviously obtains the same level of spells as Ember has, so... If that was a higher level chain, that would have been another kill for Wildcard. But yeah, still pretty good. They take down the Drow. They force the Underlord ulti to no avail. And now with the 10-minute, let's see. So the Siege Wave is mid. MSS has rotated over in the Disruptor. He's level 6, so now Static Storm unlocked. And it looks like this tower... It looks like 5RAT are probably not going to just give it up without a fight.
TP's bottom. Speed. Cogs out again. Sammy just always in the right position this game number 2. Yua's going to show up as well here on the Morphling. Feeling like he's able to get the damage out and Speed is dropping rather quickly. And Exantic going to ensure they do secure the kill on this mid-timber. 11-3 now. 5RAT 4-star. Yep. They are struggling.
This rotation meant that they didn't get mid-tower though. Because this was a trade-off that they chose to take, killing the Underlord and leaving their Siege Wave alone. So now, as a matter of fact, it's 5RAT doing some damage here.
Oh, Sammy. He's in again.
Nice static combo too.
It certainly was. They're going to find red too. Oh, Sammy. He's feeling it now. Glimpse back. Snowball is going to juke that out. Moose. Still targeted.
I'll be honest, Mike. I don't understand this team. Like, where was this last game? It's like they needed to warm up, and now they're doing shit, you know?
I mean,
all their moves are successful. They're playing together. They're just outplaying them.
They need to get their energy from the anger, you know? They need to be upset first before they really get going. And, well, there you go. Moose is down.
Where I'm from, we call that breakfast. But, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever they're doing is working. DNM, going to get jumped on by Yawar. There is rotation coming over. MSS Glimpse, cooldown 5 seconds. We'll get the field down. Surprised they're not committing more for this. Yawar wants to be Superman and will... Oh, he missed. Oh, wait for him.
Oh, he's so close.
Oh,
there you go.
Exantic will take care of business.
Beautiful.
He's pretty low on the mana, though.
Gets a chain away. TP out. Snowball. Not the one, that's for sure. He should drop and will.
That's a huge kill. He was on a 6-kill streak.
Still after Yawar here. Counter Tombstone dropped by Yawar. Red, in the meantime, kills off Sammy. Pit and Malice on the high ground, gonna make sure they lock down the Morphling, but...
Yawar's just stuck here. He doesn't have a TP. I think he was trying to TP from up there, so... I mean, this is really awkward. You need to waveform down eventually. They're gonna see him now with the Underlord. And they have a lot of heroes that can connect it. Yawar is not safe to just run down here.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness, this is ugly. Oh no.
I mean...
Oh boy.
It happens.
I feel like sometimes I have superpowers. Like the moment I praise them, it all goes to shit. And until that, everything was going right when I was doubting the most. And I was like, after that game 1, I was like, okay, this is just, they're just not on today. And then they're doing great. But now, how the tides can turn very quickly. This game is basically equalized. 5RATFORCESTAFF are going to take bot tower. In the meantime, they might even still be able to defend their own mid since Timbersaw doesn't have a wave with him just yet. They got a hook shot.
Onto red. Static Storm. It is there, and
Yep, nice kill.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean,
They're getting so much more out of the support duo this game than the last game. It's like night and day.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The support duo is just doing so much work for Wildcard.
And now they get the tower because they made that kill. Nicely done.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is
There you go, 16 to 6, 1k advantage for Wildcard. Still, you know, nowhere near a kind of huge kind of lead for them, but at the very least, a much closer game than what we saw last time around.
Giant's toast.
Yeah, he certainly is.
This is just a free Timber game. Like, he can do whatever he wants, it seems. Except, I mean, he did have that one death where he overdove, but if he tames the beast, he can get away with a lot. And he's perhaps approaching his next kill here in mid. Looking over it, at least. Samson is in trouble. Samson's dead.
That he is. It's Antic not going to make the jump in naturally. He's just by himself, basically. Does pick up the Sanj and Kai, or rather the Kyan Sanj.
Oh yeah, let's not mistake those two items for each other.
Speed. Rolling Thunder. Oh, they're just setting up for the kills. Very nice. Speed. Should be dead. No chance of survival, surely. As, yeah, he'll go down. Chakram was flying in anyway. MSS will take the kill. Lil Nick in the meantime also caught out. Hookshot is there from Sammy, but there's no follow-up.
He probably just killed himself, actually. Oh, yeah, War's coming from the north. I didn't see it. All right, that's
Nice
pretty damn good, actually.
Nice tombstone is there. Sammy still going to drop, I think, to the zombies. Giant going after Yuar, but should go down himself.
Good sidestep from DNM. He might actually live here if they get a slight chain.
He may. Chains is there, DNM. No, he does go down. Red now also in danger. Doesn't have any remnants, so it's Xantic just going to shred him on the timber. And Yuar just beating down everyone else. A full team wipe, basically, for the side of Wildcard.
Yeah, that rotation from Yawari, he steals Tombstone, obviously just turns into the Undying, drops his own tomb, and this fight turns into pure chaos. And they do manage to run them down in the end with the Timber, so nice attempt for DNM to stay alive, but wasn't quite enough. And yeah, this is looking like it could snowball out of control, actually. You need to be very careful if you're 5RAT now with your lineup. The kind of fights that you get yourself into, you need to find a way of solving Timber. He is absolutely running over your team at every turn.
I mean, they're going to try on Xantic.
This is not the way to do it.
They don't even set up with the Pit of Malice.
No. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, moves, run. Get it up. No, never mind.
That's, all right. Xantic ganked them. I guess.
Hook. DNM. That's a big one. Sammy's setting up.
Nice sidestep there from Lil Nick. Dodges the gust with Tumbler's Toy.
Very nice indeed. And DNM, no chance. Oh, Rocket Flare? I guess to check the high ground at Xantic.
Now Giant's going to die too. He's trying to de-ward, but like Timbersaw is literally just almost one-shot comboing. This hero, he's one-shot comboing the Tusk. Yeah, 5RAT have no grip on the map anymore. They're going to see speed here. Oh, wait. Did they not see?
No.
Panko doesn't get vision where he travels? He flew through him, but they never saw him.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually gets the vision.
I thought he had like residual vision while he's flying through in that line, like that vision would follow with him, but apparently it's only at the original point and at the arrival point, it seems. Oh, Lil Nick.
Jump in.
He has mech. Little mech.
Oh, he gets it off in time, but he's still rooted.
Little dead. It was close, to be fair.
Oh, you know, almost.
Instant smoke up. They want more. Speed is going to run into Yawar, however. This is not a killable hero for them, so wasted smoke entirely.
Unfortunate.
And Yawar will be back to farming in his own triangle. So he has the Manta style. Obviously an amazing item this game. You can break out of Gust. You can break out of Pit of Malice to an extent.
Sammy. He's going to be okay. Just cogs and walks out of there. So 25 to 11. 4K advantage now for Wildcard. And obviously, as we've seen, 5RAT are still more than struggling in this game too. Nowhere near out of the game yet, but they need to find a way to control Xantic as... Oh, that's a nice remnant.
Yeah, MSS a little bit late on the storm.
Giant gets caught out here by Sammy. Xantic will take care of that, no problem. Sammy also getting caught, but they really want the timber.
That's a huge kill if they get it.
And it seems like they just may. He's still healing through it. Chains away. Oh, he's made it out. Oh, I can't believe it. One more hit would have done it. Oh, it hurts to watch that. It really does.
That was clutch.
It was.
Doesn't get much closer than that. One more Drow attack. Maybe if Drow has a little bit better RNG and marksmanship as well, this could have been a kill. But yeah, Xantic gets out of there by the skin of his teeth. Do you want to take a guess at how many kills he has, by the way, if you haven't seen it? What do you think?
Sadly, I'm on him right now.
Oh, you're on him? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of kills. He's almost got a kill per minute. We've got 14 kills in 19 minutes. He's approaching 15 kills in 19 minutes. Hello, Moose.
Bye-bye, Moose.
Oh, mistimed there. Okay, but the glimpse. All right, Yawar's getting the kill.
Bottom tower is under attack.
You are having a very good time himself. 5-1 and 6 on the Morphling. I have Skadi timing is up next, and obviously once you have that up, the Drow's going to have a few difficulties getting away. It's so hard as well, like, Giant is the Undying. Like, you can't help but give the Tombstone away every time. And it just changes the game completely here for Wildcard as Lil Nick.
They're hitting all the roots back to back. He is not using his mech.
No, he's not.
If he used his mech right away when he got the full heal value, he might have lived, potentially. It was pretty close.
Save the mana for next game, I guess.
Well, fair. Mistook.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, they've got to be very careful, right? Because one bad team fight, and it turns right back.
Another catch.
Sammy. Cogs will help
Should
him
be
out.
okay. Now there might be a glimpse counterplay here to get a nice vision.
Static Storm will be there as well. Xantic should have the damage output. Soul Rip will buy him a little bit of time, but nowhere near enough. This Giant chased down as well here by Yua. Will get taken out by the Morphling.
They could Roche right now, I think. Timbersaw can just tank this and Morph can get to work. He has more than enough damage with the Manta style as well. 200 base damage. And they're pinging it out. So immediately identifying it. They also have the level 1 lucky shot. Not the best, but it's still... It all adds up. Gets a little bit of that minus armor. Gets the disarm. And yeah, this will be an Aegis. I think you put it on your war, right? At Xantic's BKB, I feel like he's invincible during BKB. They genuinely can't kill him with 5 heroes. It doesn't matter. Only Drow is doing any damage.
You are correct.
Give it to him. And... Well, Moose... Bit ambitious to just push out your wave like this as Tusk...
Is caught. Sammy just making sure they hold him down with the cogs. Snowball is there. Not going to mean too much. The Moose still trying to run, but has nothing like a blink up to try and get away. So no chances mid lane. Xantic still messing around here with red as the run of Atos not going to land in time.
They can't do anything about it.
Oh, it's so tough. Like, Xantic is just ruining them in game 2.
I feel like Xantic could engage a 1v5, find a kill and survive at this point. Like, as long if he were to jump on the Tusk or on the Underlord, he might just pull off a kill and get out.
I think you're
They
right.
do not have the tools at all to deal with this hero in this game.
I think you are very on point with that analysis. So there's a 3-man smoke here from Wildcard. Like, they've still got plenty of time on this Aegis here on UR, so they'd obviously like to get as much value as they possibly can. 5RAT, they just don't have the answers.
Radiant's bottom
A
tower.
nice read here from DNM. He will potentially escape, but if they get any vision with a rocket...
They do. Oh, nice glimpse back.
Yeah,
Hook shot in. Cogs push back into the loving arms of Xantic. Another kill for the Tim.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Did you just lag in real life?
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is
Bottom.
Oh, MSS Static Storm.
Yeah, they've caught the Ember once again.
And here comes your war.
Yep, he'll take care of it. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but not quite. Yua's okay. Glimpse back again onto Giant. And again, I'll say it again, like, this support duo has just done so much. Like, MSS this game, completely different to game number 1. I mean, everyone's been completely different, let's be fair.
Yeah, I feel like there's a study on human psychology to be made about this series already from what happened between game 1 and 2. Because we've seen teams lose games, right, and then come back and win series. It's not like it's that crazy, but the way in which they lost in the last game helplessly, and now they've turned it into this, and they've, like, completely overcome all of the issues they had in the previous game in terms of drafting, in terms of playing together, moving together, their laning. They just solved all their problems in 10 minutes. I just can't explain it, man. It's fascinating. It's amazing to watch, man. I don't know. I'm blown away. I thought they were just going to get run over again. But they've really cracked the code here. And they're making this a competitive series. This game is looking primed for a victory if they can keep this up.
No, don't say that too early, Syndron. Sammy.
Samson will try his best to calm me down. There we are. Settle down, everyone. It's still an 8K lead minute 24 with this lineup. They're in a very, very good position. Atlantic's going to try to do a little bit of damage to speed here.
Here comes Yuar. He's a big problem.
That's a lot bit of damage.
And that's a great static storm. Snowball.
Oh, no.
It is going to save.
That is not a save.
No, it's not.
That is a suicide from Moose. They're all going to die. Oh, boy.
Bye-bye. 5RAT, they'll lose 4. They might even lose 5. Red's being chased down as we speak.
BKB. He can get out if he wants.
Man, one whirling death, he lost half his HP.
No? He was next to a lot of trees.
Red.
Okay.
Red, run.
He is buying all the time he can, but into the waiting arms of Yawar.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god. He didn't BKB either. Okay. He died?
That's why you don't buy a BKB, Syndron. Too many buttons to press.
Yeah, Ember does have a lot of buttons. So you would think if you're playing this hero, then what's one more button when you have that many? BKB on a hero that has no spells is a lot of more additional buttons.
That's fair.
The relative difference here is what we're looking at. Like, it's a big relative difference.
It's a cup half full versus cup half empty, right? Because it's like, is it too many buttons already, right? Like the guy with no skills, he wants a button. You see?
Imagine there was a hero with 4 passives.
Can we have that?
Yeah, I'm sure you love your ability draft, don't you?
You are. 4-man smoke up. 5RAT, they're going to try and salvage this game. Atlantic, that's the big one.
He has BKB. They can't go on this guy.
I mean, he's literally asking for a high 5 as we speak.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately for them, there's a tree in the way, so he doesn't connect on them. But, all right, Red will find him assess. That's pretty big.
That's a good start. Static Storm was expended. You are.
You're being Superman 1v5.
He certainly is. Snowball is there to buy a bit of time. You are. Have you gone a bit too far here, sir?
Aegis for another 5. They're trying to delay his death here. You can see them kiting it out.
He's got waveform, though.
3.
You are. Manta, he's okay.
Nicely done. He's going to get the full heal there and reset. Little Nick.
Just going to roll his way out of this one.
All right, there's an Underlord gate. They're going to try... Oh, yeah. The bus has arrived straight into a bit of debris.
Sammy, hookshot not going to be there. It's not going to... Oh, you are? Well, how did that happen?
All right. Well, he was 1v5 again.
Okay.
This time without the Aegis. Or a team. Well, 1v5 implies that, but... Little Nick wasn't covering him at all with the ulti. He didn't have it. And Yawar got caught off guard. He got silenced and brought down. They have Vessel. They have hyperthermia on the arrows. It's a pretty quick kill if he's out of position and messes up. So that was really big for 5RAT. That's actually a major comeback.
Luckily,
we'll lose Moose.
Luckily, Atlantic's the real carry this
they
game.
won't. He missed the chain. Moose will live.
Atlantic
He's thinking about chasing him, actually. He
got
has the dagger.
Oh,
there you go.
beautiful.
At the ward. He knew where he went. Now Atlantic is in an awkward spot, though. BKB is ready. He will be fine.
Is he awkward, though, Syndron? Is he in an
He'll be
awkward
okay.
spot?
If he didn't have BKB ready, this would have been a death. But he's okay. He'll reset.
How many kills has he got now?
20.
21 and 10. My goodness. What a performance here from Atlantic.
It's a nice stand-in. Hey, guys, we need a player. Yeah. All right, I'll show up with 30 KDA if you need me. I'll leave my number at the door.
Oh, 5RAT, they're not out of it yet. 10k advantage, almost 30 minutes in, but they are still going. They're showing signs
It's
of life.
possible. This is definitely possible. Especially the Timbersaw BKB has now dropped down to 7. Each of these seconds matters a lot because you just need to weather the storm and then find one setup on him and you can still kill him. Drow is always a hero that can win late game. And as we've talked about, this is not a good hero-to-hero matchup for the Morphling. The saving grace for Wildcard this game is that the Timbersaw is absolutely annihilating them. But strictly from a draft perspective, if they didn't play this well with the early rotation from the supports and getting Timber online, if this game was even right now, I would like Dire's chances more than the Radiant's, but the advantage is still covering for some of the issues that they could have right now.
What condition do you think 5RAT need to actually make the comeback happen here? Like, is there a specific item timing you're looking at?
I think it's not so much about getting a specific item. It's about getting the right type of fight. I guess Ember's Axe is actually a pretty big deal. So maybe you wait for that one. But it's more about catching Yawar off guard and killing him off instantly. Or kiting the Timber BKB and then catching him in root into root into root with Vessel. They have plenty of roots, right? They have Atos, Pit of Malice, Slight Chains, and they even have Gust too. So Adzantic is very killable. He chose to go for the Aghanim Scepter, which is pretty boss, but might not be the best choice here, to be honest. Just strictly from the perspective of ensuring this is a win for them. I don't know if this was the best item. Oh, Speed is taking so much damage. He's gonna get glimpsed.
Yeah, it's so rough. So rough.
Easy peasy. I wonder how much damage Timber has done this game.
We'll find out afterwards. I think it's a ridiculous amount to say the least. And they just still have not found a way of dealing with him.
No.
Like you pointed out, they have the tools, which they certainly do. But there's just so many conditions before this man will die. And even then, like once he respawns, it's not like he's that much of a wiki hero. He's still going to be a real problem.
He's got 4k health, okay? Like, he's got the health talent, he's got the 16 strength talent from level 22. You get a lot of stats from the Ags, you get a lot of stats from the Kaya Sanj, you get strength from BKB. And this will be another Roche, this one with the Shard. Curious who they give this to. Could give it to Adzantic. Little Nick already has his. You can get the Flamethrower. Looks to be the plan.
There's your double damage rune as well for Yawar. Just in case.
Actually, I don't think the Disruptor Shard would be half bad this game to just put on the Morph when he waveforms in. It's actually pretty meaningful amounts of move speed and attack speed you give him, but... yeah. Wait, am I tripping? Can you not cast it on allies anymore?
No, I think they changed that.
You can't do that. So you have to...
I'm not 100%.
Oh, right. It has way bigger radius, but you can only cast on enemies. That's true. Oh, that was an Ember there.
That's a big kill.
Yeah.
Red 2's gone.
Yeah, that's safe to say. He vanished. He died in half a second. MSS is close to Axe on the Disruptor, so that will be another huge item coming the way of Wildcard. He's actually very rich this game. Not too surprising when you're 4-3 and 23, and you have Philosopher's Stone. So 2 minutes away roughly from MSS getting that major upgrade that will solve a lot of problems. If they catch the Drow, she can't Pike, she can't BKB. Similarly for the Ember, can't save himself. They have the Force Staff that they can try to save with on Giant, but that's basically all there is to protect against that Ag Storm.
Bottom tier 2 tower now under siege here by Yawar. Not going to take him too long whatsoever. It's just a matter of whether Wildcard want to commit to high ground. And with everything up, I feel like you just can. It's not really much in the way of stopping you. But I guess maybe you just let MSS finish the Ags first, to be fair.
I mean, where's double damage will auto-use from Bottle here? I bet he is tingling to go and hit the tower, but yeah, it's probably better to wait. Eyeing up a Swift Blink.
Okay.
Buys the Eagle Song first. He bought the dagger and sold it. I kind of like this. I think his plan is just to blink in and obliterate Drow.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's going to do. And the thing about 5RATFORCESTAFF lineup is... Oh, hang on.
Oh, misses on red. Hits the creep wave instead.
He got it in eye. Very good.
Oh, red's really going to hate that.
Yeah.
5RAT.
It's kind of like you do something wrong and you know where you kick the wall or something. Oh, damn it. And it's just, he kicked a creep. Like, I missed the hook. Well, this creep has to suffer for it. Oh.
Oh, boy. Sammy.
He dead. He's not dead.
He's not dead yet.
He dead.
He should be
not dead.
Eventually. There we go.
Oh.
Yawar.
DNM. Oh, they've caught Yawar. He has Aegis.
He does, but this could be the first life as he does pop BKB.
Yeah. Waveform, TPI. Oh, the punch.
Oh, that's a nice punch here
This
from
is
Moose.
pretty bad news for Yawar.
Yeah, he's got no BKB after this Aegis timing, and that's gone.
Oh, boy. Is Timber able to help here?
Adzantic, what are you going to do, sir?
He's just going to sell him.
Oh, he jumps in. He's going to try.
He can't help him.
Oh, he really can't. Yawar is gone.
Adzantic needs to not be collateral. He has no mana.
Oh, no.
He gets BKB off. He could... Yeah, okay, he'll be fine. Unless Moose...
Oh.
Oh, he didn't have the spell ready. He actually had the dagger, but punch was on cooldown, so couldn't go for it.
Unlucky.
Well, that's the second time Yawar with in an Aegis fight just gets very minimal value, arguably negative value out of it. As they flat out just lost that fight handily, and it's big. Like, these fights should be going their way. They're mounting so many major advantages.
Red 2 just goes down. MSS picks up that kill. Not much you can do once you get caught.
Ag Static Storm.
They'll know about it now, that's for sure.
Nope.
I mean, 5RAT showing signs of life in that final, that recent team fight, but kind of feeding back the life of the Ember, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. Xantic.
Yeah, does he see him? He doesn't see him.
Oh,
this is interesting.
Moose
Drow
jumps in. Gust is there.
She has a lot of damage here.
There's nothing to purge up that silence either. But Xantic still chaining away. Can they keep the vision up? The multi-shot, it's going to connect with Xantic.
They don't have Vessel.
Oh,
He's
no.
okay, I think.
Rocket Flare is there. Not going to give the vision.
Oh, yes, him actually.
Oh, Moose has got him.
Oh my god, this is such a big kill. Another one.
Still, they will connect with the Rolling Thunder, so they'll at least get a little bit for their trouble, but that's a huge kill onto the Timber.
Tusk just bought the shopkeeper with the gold from that.
Oh, quite literally.
Yep.
Do you just pick up like an Axe or something? I mean, is Axe even
He's
worth?
going BKB. I think the BKB is okay if he wants to just reliably be able to go in and kick and then survive and get out, but part of me feels like there has to be a better item here in terms of like enabling his teammates. Like, but I don't know exactly what it is. Like, a lot of Tusks in this position, like you said, either you buy Ags or you buy Auras, right? Or some sort of Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, whatever it is. Solar Crest some players would buy back in the good old day when that item existed. It's being bought a little bit recently sometimes. Lotus Orb is the obvious one as well, which isn't the best in this game, so I can understand not buying Lotus. Maybe it's okay to go BKB.
You never know, Syndra. I mean, new patch is coming out soon. We might, see the Solar Crest make a return.
It's been picked up a couple of times. I think I saw it was Liquid Insania bought it in a game on Undying. I think I saw it a second game as well. So that's already 2 games out of 150. So that's pretty good.
I feel like
it's back basically.
I feel like that item's like one buff away.
Yeah, it's kind of in this limbo state now where it won't take much, I would agree.
Not that anyone's going to buy it anyway, the pubs, but nevertheless.
This game is hanging in the balance, I'll be honest with you. I don't think 5RATFORCESTAFF are in that bad of a position anymore. Timbersaw is obviously still mega strong, but BKB down to 6. We see they have the damage for him once it runs out. Ember is starting to scale in a meaningful way. Drow has a silver edge very soon. It's possible. Hookshot.
Is there, Sammy?
Finds the Drow, but no backup.
No
Just
backup.
gonna get out.
The NM's okay. Giant.
Lost all of Sam's mana. Well, they got Giant though. He was also out in the middle of nowhere.
Wildcard just going to be so careful not to throw another team fight here against 5RAT. I think they're just going to wait out the next Roshan. In the meantime, Moo's just going to split push the bot lane, create that kind of urgency to back off. And it's kind of the strong suit now for 5RAT, right? Because you've got these heroes that can just split push lanes and force Wildcard back constantly.
Yep.
But you do need to fight.
Oh! I was very close to getting a glimpse there. Actually started an attack animation because he attack moved the ground on the way, but wasn't quick enough to get off the glimpse there against Tusk, or that would have been a kill on Moose.
There's your blink up, by the way, and you are. Swift blink incoming. There you go.
The thing that's still dangerous for him is he has to pop BKB to go in, right? Because Drow can just pike him away, and then the Swift blink did nothing. So he is also on a timer. We talked about the BKB on the Timber. One on Yawar is currently 8 seconds. They are losing gold per minute, by the way, relatively speaking, right? Like, 5RAT were down 10k a moment ago, and now it just swung down to 8.
Oh, it's Antic right in off the
Hex
Giant.
reveal.
Hex reveal is there. They've already got rid of the Undying. DNM now in a very rocky situation,
okay.
but is going to be all right to back off.
That's still a good fight for the Radiant here.
It is. Moose is going to go down on the Tusk. Speed's caught out as well, and the Underlord, he will drop. Roshan, it's not going to be an instant spawn. It's 50 seconds away, basically.
It's a great heads-up play from Xantic to get immediate value out of that Hex. They were not anticipating that whatsoever. And they get themselves a good fight. 1-for-1 buyback traded, Disruptor and Undying. Obviously, Disruptor's buyback being more expensive, but you're still putting yourself in a really good position now as Wildcard to try to poke high ground. Underlord being dead is a big deal for the defense of the Dire lineup. You can start trying to handle it a little bit with multi-shot, with Sleight of Fist, but Morphling could do some meaningful damage if they get in position. And Yawar's in.
Yawar is in. Tier 3 tower going to be under siege.
Dire's structures are fortified.
5 Rat. They don't want to fight without their full 5 heroes if they can avoid it. They might have to just give up this tier 3 tower at the least. Jump in, Sammy. He's right in. No hesitation. And DNM's gone. No buyback.
Yeah, that's extra bad for 5RAT. That's at least one lane. They don't know for a fact that he doesn't have buyback on the Drow, but they might be able to deduce it based on the fact that there's no silver, that he just picked up the Silver Edge. Wow, that was, I said 17 different things in 5 seconds there. That's impressive. But they back off. They're not sure about the buyback status.
Red?
They will find Red, though.
Oh, boy. Okie dokie. Well, that's a problem. Because now they probably will go back for the high ground.
Yep. They're going to go straight up there. Red has to buy back or they lose 2 lanes. Yawar is feeling strong. Glimpse. That's a dead giant.
Can't even get the
that's a
tombstone off.
Hex. That's a dead... I mean, this is just a whole... They have nothing left, do they?
The whole building just collapsed on them. It's pretty rough here for the side of 5 Ratters. Oh, 2 Raxes are guaranteed. It might even just be a GG at this point, honestly. We'll see what 5 Rat want to do. They're not the kind of team to give up too early. They do like to play these games out as much as possible.
Well, I'll tell you this. If they go and hit the tier 4s, they force 2 buybacks. Or they do this, and this should also force 2 buybacks. There's the one. Coming out from Red. Oh, they missed time. Oh! They actually... He did not BKB at the initiation there from Moose. He didn't BKB the snowball. Disrespected it and got burst down.
I don't think he was expecting the damage.
This is why Morph is not good against Drow.
Yeah.
Case in point right there. All right, he's going to buy back. Okay.
This is scary now for Wildcard. And Xantic gets caught. Static Sword.
Static.
MSS will save the day. He's having none of it. And Xantic, he'll chase down speed. Yawar back into the team fight. Goes after Red 2. Remnant away. But the glimpse is there potentially from MSS. And he gets bashed as well. Yeah, he's gone. That's got to be it.
That's game.
There's no way they keep going. They've only got 2 supports up now. At 5 Rat, they might be having a few discussions here as the GG is finally called. And Wildcard, they are going to force this to a game number 3.
I told you before today started, I was like, I'm going to predict Wildcard today. I feel like, they're going to be motivated. And in game number 1, they were just pretending.
Yeah.
Like,